Hi there, I'm Bev from bookkeepingcoach.net. With over 30 years in bookkeeping and finance, I've seen it all and fixed it all. Whether you're a new bookkeeper or a business owner that's handling your own books, I know how overwhelming it can get when there's no one to turn to with questions. It's exactly why I created this channel. No more messy books, no more sleepless nights. Just clear, practical advice from someone who's been in the trenches. So hit that subscribe button and let's transform those financial headaches into financial clarity, one entry at a time. Bookkeepingcoach.net. Your questions answered, your business empowered. Welcome to the first video in our QuickBooks Online tutorial series. Today, we're covering the essential first steps for setting up QuickBooks Online correctly. This is absolutely critical for accurate bookkeeping down the road. Did you know that about 80% of bookkeeping headaches come from mistakes made during the initial setup? That's why today I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step customization process tailored to your specific business needs. Let's start by choosing the right subscription level. QuickBooks Online offers several tiers, and picking the right one can save you money while ensuring you have all of the features that you need. Simple Start is great for basic needs, especially if you run a small service-based business. It covers the essentials without overwhelming you with features that you won't use. If you need to track bills and accounts payable, you're going to want to step up to Essentials. This tier gives you more vendor management capabilities that Simple Start just doesn't offer. For businesses that sell physical products or need to track project profitability, the Plus tier provides inventory tracking and project management features that can be game changers for your reporting. Keep in mind, though, if you're already tracking your detailed inventory in your point of sale system, you don't need to step up to this level. Simple Start will provide all that you need. Finally, Advanced adds custom fields and batch operations, which become increasingly valuable as your business gets larger and your transactions are more complex. One of the most common mistakes I see is businesses either overpaying for unnecessary features that you're not going to use or struggling with inadequate tools. Take a moment to realistically assess your needs before you commit to a subscription level. Now let's talk about some important company settings that will fundamentally affect your bookkeeping going forward. Your company type selection affects how equity accounts are structured. For example, a sole proprietorship has a different equity structure than an LLC with multiple members. The fiscal year setting impacts all of your reporting periods, so make sure this aligns with your actual business year, whether it's calendar-based or not. Perhaps the most important decision is your accounting method, cash versus accrual. This fundamentally changes how and when you report income and expenses. With cash accounting, transactions are recorded when money changes hands. With accrual, they're recorded when earned or incurred, regardless of payment timing. I can't stress this enough. Switching these settings later on causes significant confusion and potential reporting issues, so get it right from the start. Your industry selection is also more important than many people realize. When you select your industry, QuickBooks pre-configures many settings and provides a default chart of accounts, tailored to businesses like yours. For example, contractors will get job costing features automatically set up, while retailers will have inventory tracking options ready to go. So be sure to select the industry that most closely aligns with how you make money. Let's also discuss key date settings that prevent common errors. Your start date should be the first day of your fiscal year or quarter for the cleanest books. If you're migrating from another system, coordinate the final balances from your previous system to ensure continuity. Set your date format to match how your team naturally thinks about dates. This might seem minor, but consistent date formatting prevents countless transaction errors down the road. Now let's move on to your chart of accounts. Think about this as the foundation of your financial organization. When deciding whether to use the default chart versus customizing, consider your business complexity. Use the default for new businesses or those with simple financial needs. It's often better to start with the default and modify it rather than trying to create everything from scratch. If you're transitioning from another system or have specific reporting needs, you'll want to customize your chart of accounts. The industry-specific templates provide a good foundation that you can then adapt and build on. Let's review the essential account types every business needs. For assets, you'll want accounts for primary checking accounts, accounts receivable, and any fixed assets like equipment or vehicles. Under liabilities, set up accounts payable and any loans your business has or credit cards. For income, create separate accounts for each of your primary revenue streams. This granularity helps you understand where your money is coming from. For expenses, establish categories for major spending areas you want to track separately. The key here is finding the right balance between too much detail and not enough. When structuring accounts for meaningful financial reporting, use a parent-child hierarchy for related accounts. For example, create a marketing account with sub-accounts for different marketing channels. Structure your accounts based on your decision-making needs, not just tax purposes. Naming conventions might seem trivial, but they make bookkeeping significantly easier. Start with the general category, then add sub-accounts. For example, under marketing, you may want to add social media or website. For bank accounts, I always include the last 4 digits of the account number in the name. For loans, include the lender name. It makes it easier to go back and find details later on. Clear, descriptive names that sort logically will speed up transaction coding and make your reports much more powerful. If you're migrating from another system, let's talk about importing existing data. Excel and CSV files work best for most imports. For your chart of accounts, use an Excel file with account names, types, and detail types clearly labeled. You can find an assortment of chart of account import files on my website. If you don't see one for your particular industry, reach out to us and we can create one for you. For customer and vendor lists, CSV files with clearly labeled column headers work well. For transactions, QuickBooks-compatible bank statement formats like QBO or QFX are ideal. QuickBooks also offers templates that can be used to import most types of data. Before importing, take time for essential data cleaning. Remove duplicate entries, standardize formatting for phone numbers and addresses, and fill in all the required fields. Check for inconsistent naming or any categorization errors. For financial data, verify debits equals credits to maintain balance. When mapping fields, take your time. It's better to cancel and restart than proceed with errors. Ensure each source field connects with the appropriate QuickBooks field. Pay special attention to date formats, transaction types, and split transactions. They can cause multiple errors. Before committing to a full import, do a small test import with a subset of your data. After importing, always verify your data. Run reports to check that imported data appears correctly, verify account balances match your previous system, and check sample transaction for correct dates, amounts, and classifications. Look for duplicates or missing entries. Remember, it's usually better to delete and restart than try to fix numerous individual problems. Now let's talk about understanding QBO's user interface and some navigation shortcuts that will save you hours each month. For dashboard customization, use the gear icon to access custom form styles for transaction templates. Customizing your banking view to prioritize your most active accounts speeds things up. Use the favorites section for your most used reports and transactions. And replace the dashboard default with metrics that are actually actionable for your business. A well-customized dashboard can save hours each month. You can also customize the navigation panel by using the gear icon and selecting Custom Navigation. Move your most used sections to the top and arrange items based on your typical workflow each day. The goal is to minimize clicking and scrolling during routine tasks. One of my favorite time savers is using the search function, which you can access via the magnifying glass icon or by pressing Ctrl-Alt-F. You can search for customers, vendors, transactions, or features. Typing the name of a feature like reconcile will take you directly to that function, which is often faster than navigating through multiple different menus. Let's finish by reviewing essential settings that affect your books. Tax settings are crucial for compliance. Navigate to Taxes, Tax Setup to verify your tax form selection matches your business entity type. For sales tax, confirm tax agencies, rates, and rules for each jurisdiction where you operate. Set up proper tax reporting periods that match your filing requirements. Getting these wrong can lead to compliance issues and penalties. Currency and date format settings are found under Account and Settings Advanced tab. Only enable multi-currency if you truly need it, as this cannot be turned off later. Choose between month, day, year, or day, month, year date formats based on what makes sense to your team. Consistent formatting prevents date-related errors, which is especially critical for businesses with international operations. Protect your financial data by setting appropriate user permissions. Go to the gear icon, Manage Users, to review and set access levels. Use the custom user type for most team members, restricting admin rights to owners and senior financial staff. Never share login credentials. Create individual accounts for each user. I recommend reviewing user access quarterly as roles change. Finally, consider integrations and connections that can streamline your workflow. Connect your business bank and credit card accounts for automated transaction import. Be careful when connecting payment processors like Stripe or PayPal for automatic sales recording. Many times, these can easily be set up incorrectly, which can cause multiple issues with your file. Check the QuickBooks App Store for industry-specific integrations that might benefit your business. Always verify data security practices before connecting apps and understand exactly what information will be shared. We've gone over a lot in today's video. What's your biggest challenge when setting up QuickBooks Online? I'd love to hear from those just getting started about which aspects you find most confusing. I'm offering a free 30-minute consultation for a personalized QuickBooks Online setup review. We'll discuss your unique business needs, identify potential setup issues, and I'll demonstrate proven methods for establishing a solid foundation. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for next week's video on Chart of Accounts Mastery.